How's it going, guys? I'm here to review Ghosts of War 2020.
The outpost is 30 miles over those hills. Let's move out.
Who we babysitting this time?
Not a who, a mansion.
So Ghosts of War is a supernatural World War II film. It revolves around a group of military or American soldiers set, like I said, during World War II. They're on a mission. They're going to go to a safe house, which is the German mansion. But what they don't know is that the German mansion is actually haunted. And they see apparitions, they see ghosts, and in the same time, they have to deal with Nazis, like not getting their cover being spotted by the Nazis, and they would defend the mansion if they have to, and they had to shoot down Nazis. So pretty much, they have to deal with Nazis and a supernatural mansion that they are currently like taking shelter. That's pretty much the plot of this movie. There's really nothing I can say. Yes, of course, the ending has a specific twist, but I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. There's a twist where it kind of threw me off, but in the same time, I loved the twist because it was actually pretty creative and unique. And it's one of those twists that everybody doesn't like at all. Like, you're either going to love the twist and you're going to hate the twist. Me, I loved it, but I know there's going to be some people out there that don't like, or that will not like the twist. They'll think this movie's stupid because of the twist, but I enjoy the twist, but I don't want to say it. Watch the movie for yourselves. It's on Netflix if you guys want to know. Yeah, this movie's really good. I highly recommend this movie if you guys haven't seen this movie. This movie is unique, it's original, it's different. It's pretty much one of those most, like, in my opinion, this is one of the most creative and most original, like, supernatural movies that I've seen in a while in modern horror history. I mean, okay, maybe I'm over exaggerating. Maybe I'm making this movie like a masterpiece. I know it's not a masterpiece, but my God, it feels refreshing, this movie.
Yowza.
Speaking of my whole neighborhood in Queens.
Supposed to be a big deal when the 82nd Airborne came through and pushed out the Nazi high command.
This is a life, boys.
You hear that?
The reason why I feel like this movie's refreshing because it's not your ordinary supernatural movies such as like Insidious, Paranormal Activity, The Conjuring, Annabelle movies. It's like we get it. Like, once you watch those movies and every time you see them in theaters, like every year, well, now HBO Max because of the whole coronavirus, it's just like you already know what to expect. Like, you've seen this type of shit before. It's like, yeah, jump scares, yeah, cheap thrills, oh, yeah, jump scare there, jump scare that. It's just like you already know what's going to happen. It's just one of those stories you're like, okay, well, sure. But this movie takes it a different approach. It takes a historical approach and just makes it creative, and that's what I like about this movie. And I always like the World War II era. I always like learning about like what they've gone through, just the stuff that, like, just everything about World War II and the Cold War and the Vietnam War. I love all that shit. I just love learning about history like that, and it's really awesome to see some of that history in this movie. And of course, if you're a huge history buff, you're gonna love this movie because this movie refers to all the like a World War II terms, the stuff they had to deal with, the shit that happened in World War II with all the units, with all the men, just pretty much what they had to go through, and just this movie, yeah.
Ja, stimmt das Haus! Nein, nein, runter von der Kabine!
We need to talk.
We stay here, we're fish in a barrel.
We're staying.
Even though this movie is scary and creepy, of course, it does have like those haunted supernatural elements. It is creepy, don't get me wrong. There's some genuine good jump scares, but underneath that, this movie is actually pretty sad. It's pretty sad, and it's well written, in my opinion, because this movie explains what's like to be a soldier and what like what's it like to be in a war, and the pretty much the effects, what it will do to you if like the aftermath of a war, pretty much like the stuff that these soldiers have to go through. Like I said, they have to see the choices they have to make. The shit's just pretty sad movie. I mean, wars has always been sad throughout history. It's just like because a lot of fucked up shit always happens. A great movie, and it's a great cast too. Like some of the cast members is just great in this movie. I heard a lot of people said some of the lines or some of the dialogues is cheesy in this movie. I can see why it's cheesy, but personally, I don't really care because I love this movie. Like it tried something new. The cast members, the actors, I recognize pretty much most of them. They've done a great job in this movie. So yeah.
This place is bad juju.
I'm just gonna say what we're all thinking.
This place is haunted. Everything we experience, it's what the Nazis did to the family that lived here.
Especially, I didn't expect to see Billy Zane in this movie. Like, all I can picture in Billy Zane is Titanic and Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. But yeah, man, I know he's in other movies, but man, I didn't expect him to see him in this movie, which is pretty cool. So yeah, pretty much a great supernatural horror thriller. It's a war movie, a history movie, and it's a sad movie if you think about it. So all of that elements blend into one movie, which I highly recommend. I really like this movie. This is one of the most refreshing horror movies in recent years, in my opinion. A lot of people don't like it. Well, I don't give a fuck. I like it. So I would rate this movie, you know what? I would rate this movie an 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. It's better than most of the modern movies I've seen that came out in theaters, in my opinion. This movie's really not that bad. It's really, really good. So if you guys haven't seen it, just check it out on Netflix. It's there. So this was my quick review of Ghosts of War 2020. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I want everyone geared up and ready to clear out.
You can't leave.
It won't let us
Leave.
This isn't real. This isn't real.
This isn't real! This isn't real! This isn't real!